Hey guys, Woody here. Today we'll be looking at the Transformers Studio Series #1 Bumblebee figure. So starting off, here we have the box. There's a very nice picture of Bumblebee there. He's #1 in the Studio Series line. His name is Bumblebee. He's from the first Transformers movie. Transformers right there. Autobot symbol, Takara Tomy, Generations. On this side we have a very nice picture of Bumblebee again, same as the front. On the back, you have a brief bio of where this came from. It came from the big screen inspired. And this was from the police chase scene. And then there's a little brief bio about this scene. There's the other product shots. That. How many steps? On this side, shot of Bumblebee's face going like, "What's down there?" He is a deluxe class, and that's about it for this. So here we have the figure himself. And we don't need this anymore. So yeah, this is Studio Series #1. This was the first of the first wave, and it looks pretty awesome. The car definitely is a spitting image of the 1977 or 76 or maybe 74 Camaro that Bumblebee turned into in the first movie. And I love it. And so let's get in on the details on the front. You have the grille decked out in silver paint, as well as the headlights decked out in what looks like a light blue metallic, silver for the bumper. And yeah, you got the racing stripes going from the hood all the way to the back. And then on this side, the wheels are definitely detailed perfectly to match the car. And then you have the back of the grille. You have the little parts of the legs sticking out that look like exhaust. And yeah, so it's a pretty cool looking vehicle mode. I love this version of Bumblebee when he turned into this because I thought it looked cool. And I had the original one for the 2007 movie when it came out. It was a double pack with Barricade, so I had the original Barricade and Bumblebee one, and I'm happy to see like a high-end version of it. Now I know what you're thinking though. I said that this was Bumblebee #1. That was the clean version, yet this is clearly full of rust and all that. It's got rust markings everywhere and dirt and grime. Surely this is a clunker Bumblebee. It's not. This is actually my custom Studio Series #1 Bumblebee. I was upset a bit or rather disappointed that even though it's from the first movie, he was clean. And in the first movie, he was rusted up and all of that. It just didn't make any sense to me why the first one, the first figure of this mold, was clean. So I bought some Tamiya Weathering Master stuff. I bought like a kit that had 6 of these different ones. So I just took it, rusted it up, added, and then I used a clear gloss thing, or clear matte, I can't remember which one, to secure it in, but instead it's made it look even more banged up, which that's actually for its benefit. As for like the little stuff, like the details on the tire, that little taillight, the black on the grill, even this, see if I can get it to focus, come on, there we go. That little sticker right there, it even says little B-Otch from the first movie. That's all from Toy Hacks. So that I bought that to help spice it up to make it look even more official. That is the actual license plate he had from the movie. And then you have the tail lights. Now this side's tail light's starting to come up a bit, so I'm probably gonna put some contact cement on the other side of it, and like right there, and then just push it down, because right now just pushing it down isn't doing anything. And also the Toy Hacks thing had this black bar that's right there and there on the front grille, and then the little Camaro that's on it. But yeah, while the Toy Hacks thing did come with rusted stickers kind of thing, so you could put it there, blah blah blah, I didn't use any of that, except for in robot mode, which we will go over when we get there. So yeah, now let's do the comparisons, shall we? Let me just fix my tripod right quick so that way we can get, there we go. That's better. Alright. So starting out the comparison, here we have Studio Series Barricade, his rival in the movies. And as you can see, it's pretty much scaled together pretty well, actually. That's one good thing about this Studio Series line, is that the classes actually, you know, they scale in with one another. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, most of the time I've seen how Ironhide's vehicle mode scales to Optimus's. But yeah. And so with these guys together, you can recreate their chase scene in their fight, which I really wish they had a proper fight in the movies. I really do. Anyway, here he is with the only Optimus Prime figure I have. Voyager class, first edition, Transformers Prime, Optimus. And you can see, despite it being from two different lines, they scale in pretty well together. Like, yeah, that's how I see it actually going down, kind of thing. Like, that's how it would probably actually scale. Anyway, and then here we have the only other Bumblebee figure I own. The Last Night Bumblebee. And you can see, it's slightly, it is a bit longer than that kind of thing, and then a bit taller. But other than that, it's pretty good. So, now that we got the comparisons out of the way, let's get to transformation, shall we? Let me just raise this up again. There we go. So first we're going to open the doors. Come on. Gotta get in there sometimes. There we go. And then we're going to lift that open a bit. Do the same for the other side. What I think helps with this part though, with getting these out, is if you push down right there to lift the arms out a bit. It gives it a little bit more clearance to come out. Just like that. We're going to get the arms out like that. Turn that around. Open up the fist. Arm out. Just like that. Turn the forearm. Open the fist. And next, we're going to lift this entire part up. Now, I remember seeing videos, and this was even the case with mine, that this part right here, where this tabs into this, was loose because there was no pin run through it. But I'm going to show you all something, and I'm going to tell you a little trick on how I did to fix that, which it's probably a well-known trick. Let me just, there we go. Look at that. Staying perfectly on. And that's because what I did was, I just took my heat gun, just, you know, heated this part up just for a little bit, and then just squished it together, and then look at that. Look at that. That is perfect. And I also did the same with this part, which, actually no, never mind, I was wrong. This was the part that was fine. That's where it was going wrong. But basically what I just explained is what I did. But now look. It can take the weight. So, a little simple fix. Alright, back to the transformation. We lift this up, tab it right into this little section right here, where it tabs in. There we go. Now we're going to do the legs. So let's lift this up a bit, get it out of the way. First you want to do is split the legs. Then you're going to want to untab the foot, just like that. Next, you're going to want to lift this panel and turn it like that. And then we're going to take this, just like that, flatten it out, so that way it gives us the ability to do that. Then we're going to push this in, like so. Then we're going to do that. Just straighten this part out, close that, and we have a leg all done. Now for the other side. There we go, just like that. Hopefully that cut was unnoticeable. Wait, what cut? There was no cut. Ignore what I just said. Alright, next, we're going to fold this up. So you just got to do that. Then got to do that, and just tuck it in right in there. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take this part right here, untab it. We're going to bring it all the way down to there. It's going to tab in. Let's see, actually, there is no part for it to tab in, so but there is this part right here where it just fits snugly in there, thanks to this part mostly. Alright, and then the last piece of transformation we have is that. And there we go. Get in the stand. And let me just lower this down a bit. And so there we have Studio Series number 1 Bumblebee in his robot mode. And this is an awesome looking robot mode. I love it. It's perfect. It's a perfect on-screen representation of what his first alt mode was. Well, yeah, it is shape-wise. The plastic that originally was, it had to go. So you can notice that, but we'll get into that later. The sculpt, it's just beautiful. So let's get in close on the details. You have his face that's decked out in silver. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. The eyes, you have blue. You got a little Autobot insignia on his crest. And they didn't skip out on the details on the head kind of thing, because if you just turn it, like, look all over, there are details out the wazoo. Even that little detail on the back of his head, they didn't have to do that, but they did it. And you know what other detail they didn't have to do? Those little chevrons right on the top of his head. Bet you didn't even know those were there. Or maybe you did. I don't know. I'm not you. And we even have a little bit of a collarbone detail right there. And now for the arms, we got some great mechanical detail going throughout the arms. Even the hands got some great detail on it, with the little indentions on each finger. And then for the midriff, we have a bunch of pistons, which is beautifully sculpted. We have where his license plate is. And then we have, well, I'm guessing that's where the fuel goes in, or whatever. I don't know, that's just where he started pissing everywhere. Moving down onto the legs, more sculpted detail. Then we have these beautifully sculpted legs, which, yeah, that's perfect. I remember the original figure, it was just like a flat brick kind of thing for feet, and now look at this. Just awesome engineering for the legs. Now, for color-wise, he needed some paint. The unpainted gray and black that he originally was, it didn't help the figure. That's why I painted it. Up to you if you want to do the same. I just used gunmetal gray with some silver dry brushing, but that's what I did. Alright, so articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint, so he can look all around, he can look up that much, he can look down that much. Well, it's not really looking down. He can move side to side. The arms can go out that much. They can do a full 360, but that gets in the way. But you can just fix that problem with the door, but not that, because this can only go that far. Doors can pretty much go out that far. You have a bend at the arm. The wrist can move in like this due to transformation. Legs can go forward that much, can go back that much. Ow, that hurt even me. You get about that much knee bend. The feet can tilt back that much and tilt forward that much. The only form of ankle pivot really is that, but that just looks like he broke his ankle. It's like I broke my ankle fighting barricade in that cool off-screen fight. Anyway, so yeah, so there's the front, there's the back. Yeah, some people might not like the backpack here, but I think it's fine. I mean, where else were they gonna put it, kind of thing. So yeah, that is... Oh, wait, no, there's one more thing. He does come with his blaster decked out. It was molded in yellow plastic. However, it was painted silver, I believe. Because, I mean, if you noticed here, that's all yellow, but this was painted silver. So that's probably how it was done. So I added orange to the inside of the barrel to give it a blast effect, and I added black on the tip of the barrel to give it some soot. Now to attach this, all you gotta do is just rip off this forearm, and then you take this, you plug it right into that hole. Let's see if I can do this on camera. There we go. And you have this blaster. So now he can go kablam, bloosh, and if he's in the mood, pew. Anyway, alright, let's get the bots out here for comparisons for robot mode, shall we? Let me just fix the camera. There we go. Now let's begin the comparisons. Here he is with Studio Series Barricade. As you can see, they look very, very nice together. Here he is with Voyager class Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime, and yeah, while they may be from two different lines, they still look pretty good together. And then we have Transformers: The Last Knight, Bumblebee. If I can get him to stand, you stand. Come on. There we go. And now they do share a skeleton, that's why they look pretty similar, but other than that, yeah. So if you ask me which one I had to choose, which one's better, that one. I like that one better. I don't know why, I like that one better. So, yeah. So, there we have Transformers Studio Series #1 Bumblebee. I hope you enjoyed my first Transformers review, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and a comment below what you thought of it, and please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, link in the description below, and I think that's it. This is Woody, signing off.